Fanduel sports betting doesn't predict Colorado to be that good in this upcoming 24-25 season. But when you come across this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And if this is your first time coming across the platform and you're new to my channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute, and you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. For this upcoming season for the Colorado Buffaloes 2024-2025, FanDuel sports betting doesn't predict Colorado to be that good. But before we get off into the video, this video is sponsored by SeatGeek.
SeatGeek, the official sponsor of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the #1 rated ticketing app, over 28 million downloads, 70,000 plus events from concerts to sports, all your tickets across the web, all in one place, rated 1 to 10. Green means good, red means bad, and all your tickets are backed by your buyer's guarantee. And remember, use my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout to get $20 off your purchase.
And just remember, by using my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout, you're not only getting yourself a good deal, but you're also supporting the channel. Well, let's get right off into it. Well, you know, Colorado has came off a 4-8 season, 1-8 in conference play. From the previous year, they was 1-11. 3 wins, separated them from the previous year without Deion Sanders. And with Deion Sanders, they accumulated 3 more wins. Well, you know what they did in the offseason through the transfer portal and the guys that have committed to Colorado, so they can revamp this offensive line, retool the defense. Some coaches are in, some coaches are out. Through the course of the season, Sean Lewis was demoted. Pat Shermer was promoted. Now, what Sean Lewis did after the season, he went off to Arizona State, became a coach at Arizona State. Also, Charles Kelly, the defensive coordinator, he left. He had to be replaced. And finally, Deion Sanders and the coaching staff and the recruiting staff announced that Robert Livingston from Cincinnati has taken over the responsibilities for the defensive coordinator on the defensive side of the ball. Now, Colorado went out and got guys through the transfer portal. Some of the guys that was on Colorado jumped in the transfer portal, and they retooled. They bolstered up their offensive line. They bolstered up their defense. They got playmakers. They got skill guys that play the skill position that can make plays. And, everything is centered around Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback. They went out and got offensive lineman, the big fish, Jordan Seaton, to protect, Shedeur Sanders, because as we know, Shedeur Sanders was the most sacked quarterback in college football last year. Now, what has happened is, they revamped that defensive side of the ball too. Now, bringing in an NFL coach as like Robert Livingston for the defensive coordinator from Cincinnati, that's going to give, Colorado, a little leverage. That's going to give Colorado a little edge. But the reports out there that FanDuel sports betting doesn't predict Colorado to be that good. The over and under on Colorado, man, when I read the reports, man, I came across an article from FanDuel, and, it was shocking to me. They was trying to predict how many games Colorado will win in 2024. Now, we all know for head coach Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, there won't be much rest over the next few months, and it never is for the wicked. And Sanders' first and only campaign as part of the Pac-12, Coach Prime guided the Buffaloes to the mediocre 3-0 start, only to lose 8 of their last 9 contests. By recent season's end, Colorado finished with the overall record of 4-8, which included, like I stated, 1-8 in conference play. Now, approaching his second season leading into a Power 5 program, Sanders has heightened expectations for 2024. Of course, we should remember the Buffs are returning to the Big 12 next academic year. before spring ball gets up and running, let's have a look at, Colorado's 24-25 win total at Fanduel Sportsbook while taking both perspectives. Now, see, that's interesting. What Fanduel did, they did the over and under on Colorado on how many wins that they think that Colorado is going to have. And basically, this shows that Colorado football win total odds, Colorado football, the over and under 4.5 wins, over a minus 146, under plus 112. That kind of shocked me right there. And to me personally, man, it's like, to me, shots are being fired at Colorado, even though they overhauled that roster and brought in new pieces. Like I said, on paper, everything looks good on paper, but they have to go out there and perform. And I think they got the coaches in place to make it happen. But that shocked me when, 4.5 wins and the over is a negative 146 and the under is a plus 112. But then they said why Colorado could win over 4.5 games at a negative 146. So that right there, man, that kind of shocked me right there, man. That right there alone shows that a lot of the sports media and these betting companies, they don't believe that Colorado will make a drastic change from last year's 4-8 record. It was unbelievable to read that article, to see that from FanDuel Sports Betting. But, a lot of people, they bet on college football. And the crazy thing about it is, in the modern day, we can and should expect the transfer portal to be annually saturated with dynamic talent. Now, since the recent, into the season, Colorado has already received 33 transfer commits. They got an elite crop, man. They got former Houston Cougars offensive guard Tyler Johnson. He's 6'5", 320 pounds. You got Pittsburgh Panthers transfer edge rusher Samuel Kulu. He had 5 sacks last year, 1 forced fumble. Should have the most immediate impact. Now, the Buffaloes obviously had issues protecting Shador, like I stated. Last year, the quarterback was sacked, FBS leading 52 times. Subsequently, Colorado was bleached for 34.8 points per game. Man, that's a lot, man. Also, out of the gate, we know that the Buffaloes will start the 2024 season by hosting North Dakota State at Folsom Field on concluding the day of August at FanDuel Sports. Colorado is listed as an early 8.5 favorite against North Dakota State. Also, they have Nebraska Cornhuskers on September 7th. They beat them last year, going against a win total of 4.5 games. Colorado has 2 very winnable tests right out the gate. After that, they'll have adversarial class in the Fort Collins on September 14th. As we saw last season, was personal with Coach Prime and Colorado State Rams, the Interstate Series. I expect the Buffs to make a statement against CSU's head coach Jay Norvell. Now, also, the Pac-12 was challenging last year, but the Big 12 will pull no punches upon returning Colorado amongst the ranks. Sure, the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners are leaving the conference for the SEC. But CU can still expect to see strong programs like Arizona Wildcats, Texas Tech Red Raiders, Kansas Jayhawks, the Utah Utes, Oklahoma State Cowboys, and the Kansas State Wildcats. Now, Boulder's remaining 2024 opponents are the Central Florida Knights, Baylor Bears, and the Cincinnati Bearcats. So, I mean, me personally, for them to predict them to only have 4 to 5 wins, that kind of shocked me, man. Me personally, I said they can at least get 8 wins. And they got to win, 2 of the major games that they play, but they got to come out the gates hot like they did last year, and they got to keep that momentum up. They can't let down. They can't take their foot off the gas. But I predict, Colorado at least 8, wins this season. FanDuel thinks something different, and that was shocking news to me. But you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. How many wins do you think the Colorado Buffaloes will achieve this year? Basically, Fanduel said it's not looking good for Coach Prime. So make sure y'all leave y'all comments below. Share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mics, K Sapp. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.